Third Life, Last Life, Double Life, and now Limited Life. Different variations to the Life series created by Grian that enhance the thrill and anticipation of Minecraft survival by putting emphasis on the importance of a player's life. Now, if you haven't seen any of the Life series, I would suggest you go watch them. They're very entertaining with a lot of incredible content creators. But first, finish watching this before you go do that, and please leave a like. It would help me out a lot and I'd very much appreciate it. Now then, what is the idea of the Life series? Well, with there being 4 different seasons, there are 4 different variations. But the basic idea is you have 3 stages to your life: green, yellow, and red. Now, green is your starting point. You're safe. Get materials, prep yourself, and try to survive as long as you can. If you die, you go to yellow. And that means you have to be a bit more cautious, because if you lose your yellow life, you become red. And now, you're hostile, with the goal to eliminate everyone else and be the last one standing. But if you lose your red life, you lose the game. This was the premise of Third Life, the first rendition to this SMP. And Third Life did an excellent job establishing the foundation of this entire series, allowing it to be simple, but also allowing future series to add, change, or remove different mechanics for each season. And the second season was a perfect example of this.
I'm actually dying.
Get back here.
Oh my god! No!
Like this.
This was The Last Life, the second season of the Life series, where it still had the same concept, but with more fun and interesting twists added to it. To start, you were randomly given between 2 and 6 lives. 4 plus lives you were dark green, 3 lives you were light green, 2 lives you were yellow, and of course 1 life you were red. As well, you now had the ability to give or receive lives to and from other players. So if you had a teammate or you wanted to make a trade, you could use your life. But the most interesting mechanic that was added was the Boogeyman. This mechanic would randomly choose any non-red player at the start of each session, and the goal for the Boogeyman was to get a kill. If they failed to do so, they would lose all their lives and go down to red. Last Life was a major improvement to Third Life, bringing a lot more suspense and thrill because you didn't know who to trust. And if you were watching someone that was the Boogeyman, you were watching in anticipation to see if they would succeed or fail. But after Last Life, we lead into the 3rd season, Double Life.
Oh. Well,
What happened, Tango?
hi. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Need some help?
Yeah.
Skeleton down?
I think this is us.
We're soulmates.
We're soulmates. No
Yes.
way.
Oh my gosh.
You are.
Wait a
But
minute.
we're not. Wait. Oh, whoa.
Wait a minute.
Wait. Hey.
Wait a minute.
Hey. Let's go.
We are best friends forever, baby.
I have one piece of mud. My name is.
Oh my goodness.
You keep your
You know what?
Come on.
When I look
I
into
gotta
that,
let my partner
red eye.
live, you know?
Come on.
guys, we found true love.
Some kind of love
That's pretty
anyway.
early in the season.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Have you got any
This whole
food?
time?
This whole time.
This whole time. We've been parading around the server and you knew this whole time.
That's
okay.
well, why do you
we're
think I've been
actually
so
going to
concerned for
die
your health
here?
and safety? I can't believe that you didn't know it was me. I thought you were joking this whole time. That's why I messaged you in the break.
And also, Martin,
You know, look.
Oh, okay. You know what?
Oh,
right,
you gotta be
it's
kidding
what
me.
happens when you two don't come onto the servers or look for anyone. We meet every other person who is soulbound and we kind of put the dots together. Me and Cleo are actually soulbound to ourselves, we've decided.
Yeah, we've decided
done
to
this?
together.
Okay.
Right.
We
fine,
put
you know
put
what?
ourselves
Good.
out there all day. We were ready to meet people. We were vulnerable, and then you two were just off together in the nether doing your own things. You also kept burning.
We were fine. We had pork chops. Don't
You're
try
the one
guilt
that
trip
was.
us.
Now, I know, the number order of these titles don't make sense, but they did it this way, and at this point, it's kind of funny. Anyways, what was Double Life? Again, similar to the previous series, but with a new twist. In Double Life, players, of course, had 3 lives: green, yellow, and red. But now, your life is randomly connected to another player. So if you take damage, they take damage, and vice versa. This also means you both share those 3 lives, and because of that, you might get a player you want, or you might get a player you were not expecting.
No.
Ready.
Not a...
But that was the main concept of Double Life. It was simple, yet it had a very impactful effect on the interactions between creators, but also showed that Double Life and the Life series itself could expand upon and even change the basic concept of 3 stages to your life, which the most recent season, Limited Life, did.
Hey! Oh no!
There we go.
Out of all of the bases that I've made in this series, welcome to Bread Bridge.
Look, Grian's open.
Grian, just so you know, I am saving you. I am your savior.
Stop it.
I'm your savior. Oh my gosh, why are you drowning him? Excuse me?
Dead in a second. All right.
Yeah, but dude, no, they can't make the warden can't come in this area. Look at.
Stop!
Whoops. Oh shoot.
Okay, I'm out.
Okay, everybody
I'm
up.
out.
Everybody up.
Execute plan Z.
Oh my gosh.
I think plan Z
Excuse me?
That's a great idea, actually. Let's put pressure plates on the ground.
no.
Yeah.
What are the best ways
yeah.
to work?
They can't get us that way, right?
Oh, because the...
Well, that works, though. That works.
Now, this season took the concept of a life to a whole new degree, because in Limited Life, you had 24 hours to live. So you were green when you were above 16 hours, you were yellow when you're above 8, and you were red when you're above 0. But the clock countdown isn't the only way time moves. If you die, you lose an hour. If you successfully kill someone, you gain 30 minutes. Of course, if you run out of time, you lose and are eliminated from the game. As well, the return of the boogeyman. Limited Life was great. It brought a whole new unexpected twist to the Life series, allowing players to basically have 24 lives and to take more risks. But overall, each of these series were fun and unique, and they all added variation and improvements to this idea of having 3 stages to your life. But what's next? Is Limited Life the final season for the Life series, or will there be a 5th season? Because if you really think about it, where can they go from here? Well, let's have some fun and try to figure out what could be possible for a 5th season. Now, there are a few ways that you can go about making this next series. One way is by combining the themes of the previous seasons into one. For example, Double Life and Limited Life. This idea would be where random pairs or even teams all share 24 hours. And like Double Life, you are now soulbound. So if you take damage or lose a life, it affects everyone that you're connected to. So if you die and lose an hour, your teammates lose an hour. As well as adding the twist of the boogeyman and being able to gain time back like in Limited Life, this could be a very fun and exciting way to expand on the series. Or we can make something entirely new. Now, there are a few complications when making something from scratch. 1, it has to be relatively balanced for all creators, and 2, it has to be focused around making content. If you make something too challenging, everyone will just be very cautious and nothing will happen. If you make something too easy, then content can become boring. It needs to be this balance of difficulty but also creator friendliness, and this can take a long time. I've spent the past multiple days trying to figure out just on this hypothetical season that could work within this criteria, and I've gone through a lot of ideas. I've thought of ideas where everyone starts with just 1 heart, but when they die, they gain an additional heart up to 10 and become red. The issue with this is it might be too challenging for some creators, and it can make the season go by way too fast. Then I had the idea of starting with 10 hearts, but when they die, they permanently lose 1 heart. Again, same issue, it can become too difficult, especially for yellow and red players, and it doesn't make the red names very scary if they can die so quickly. Then I thought about the idea of no life, where after a player loses their red life, they become a no life. The twist is when a player is a no life, they have to kill at least 1 person each session or they're eliminated. As well, anyone can target a no life, even green names. This idea has potential, but the issue with this one is the main twist. It would only take effect at the very end of the series, nothing else would change. You would need to add something else to emphasize this, but I haven't found a proper answer to that yet. So after days of thinking about a possible concept, I came up with the idea of 1 life, just to go with the theme of the names. In this season, of course you would have 3 stages to your life: green, yellow, and red. But when you lose a life, you don't go to the next stage, you actually lose 1 heart. So green you would have 10 hearts, yellow you would have 10 hearts, and red you would have 10 hearts. It's only when you lose all your hearts on that colored stage is when you go to the next one. Now I know that sounds like a lot, because it is, it's essentially 30 lives. But what's also happening is similar to Limited Life. There's a countdown. Every hour, every player loses 1 heart, so essentially 30 hours. This also means when someone has lower health, it's a lot easier for them to lose a life. Now, of course, players can get some of their lives back by killing another player. If they do, they get 1 heart. Treat it like lifesteal SMP. You take and gain a heart, they lose a heart. But that life is not permanent, and you can't go over 10 hearts. So once you're in the next stage, you can't go back to the previous stage. You can only maintain those 10 hearts in yellow or red. Okay, side note. This could be changed for players to go back to the previous stage. It's just very situational because the person with the 1 green heart could easily go back to yellow. It would only matter if they get a mass TNT explosion and gain 3 to 4 hearts out of it. Now then, continuing with the video. The other thing is the boogeyman, because the boogeyman just makes things even more fun. Any non-red player is randomly selected to become the boogeyman. If they get a kill, they gain 2 hearts, and remove 2 hearts from the player they killed. Yet if the boogeyman fails, they automatically get put into the next color stage the next session. Everything else is the same. Now, I know, this idea might seem crazy, but it's doable. It's a challenge that is difficult enough to be entertaining, but also progress the season for events to happen. Of course, this is all just hypothetical. None of this is confirmed. It's just a fun theorizing video that showcases the life series, but also what could be possible for future seasons. And who knows, they might do something similar to what I said before, in combining previous seasons into one. Or if somehow someone from the life series is watching this, hi, I hope you're enjoying the video. And they like the idea of one life, they could make changes to it and use it for what they need. Of course, they can make something entirely new and original that no one thought about, or there just won't be a 5th season. We don't know. But if there is, whatever the topic and theme may be, it'll be entertaining. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and I look forward to the possibilities of the next life series.
Martin, why did you leave this door ajar?